What's up guys, Ricky Raw here, and I'm feeling a lot of resistance to shoot this video. It's been a while since I've been in front of the camera. I've been having lots of fun, so fuck it, let's just get into this, let's freestyle this.
Keep on holding on, holding on, holding on, holding on. Keep on holding on, holding on. Oh no, yes I do. Oh, hip shaking, mama, I love you. Oh no, yes I do.
And I want to answer a question from the audience, which I appreciate you who sent me this question. I forget your name, but basically the question was, how do I turn my beta habits into alpha successes or champion habits, right? How do I go from being a bitch and turn into a champion? That's as men, that's our eternal growth, you know, for if you're a high-minded, high-thinking person like myself and the people on Conscious Alpha, we're always looking for that next level of growth and challenge so that we can lean into our edge, become stronger, and then have the rewards come to us. So the main topics of this video is beta habits, so maybe your success habits or feeling like a victim or mentalities that aren't serving you to grow stronger, whether that be in your purpose as a man, finding out what you're here for and what your mission is in life, or for your game, you know, being better with women, attracting the dating life you want on your terms, and then even bigger than that, building the lifestyle, building the actual lifestyle where it brings the type of people and experiences that you want to you so that you have to do less and you can focus on the things you really want to focus on. And then even deeper into that is connecting to that divine masculine, right? Like doing what makes your soul happy, right? Like what gets you up in the morning, and if money wasn't the object or sex wasn't the object or anything like shallow on that level, which is fine, we all have those needs, but if those needs are met, what are you doing to make your impact that actually makes you happy, right? So with those beta habits, I kind of want to connect beta habits along with depression too. And these are something I still struggle with. I still have beta habits. I still see parts of me and I'm like, I still need to step up in that. And one thing to recognize is that never ends, right? David Deida, The Way of the Superior Man, talks about that never ends, that you always are growing. So you're always going to see weak parts of yourself that need to grow, to step up. You know, that may be a little bit boyish and you need to act a little bit more alpha. That's why I love game. You know, that's why I love going out and flirting with girls, because girls, you know, especially hot ones or badass chicks, they don't fuck around with little boys, right? They fuck around with men. So if you want to get the results with badass women that like just treat your dick like it's a fucking god, you gotta fucking step up, you know, and you have to get rid of those qualities and learn to lean into your edge, you know. And part of that may be going to the gym, right? Just the basics, going to the gym, taking care of your health, making sure you're eating the right healthy things so you're clear-minded. Meditating, so, you know, a big one for me, I mean, look how fast I'm talking. I'm a very neurotic person. So meditation for me helps calm and center myself, so when I'm making decisions, when I'm socializing, I can get rid of those beta bitch brainwaves going on and focus on the now present, and my presence is what attracts the women. It's what makes me more influential. That's what's gonna make you more influential too, right? A lot of this gets down to, it's where you don't need that many techniques. You are that individual. Your natural presence attracts what you want to you because you emulate the habits of that person, right? And that's what we want for you. We don't want to give you these stupid little manipulative techniques that work maybe here and there. We actually want to give you the behaviors and fucking get that into you, fucking hammer that into you, like our programs and our initiation program and our boot camps and our online mentorship programs, or Yogogi trials, which is a free 5-day trial. Those type of things are to hammer in the behaviors that are going to make you step up to help you get over your fears. Because really all this is, it's just a game of getting over your fears. And once you get over your fears, the more you can do. You have more access to thinking in higher levels and to doing behaviors that you wouldn't normally do. You know, when someone crosses your boundary, instead of backing off and you're like, oh, well maybe I shouldn't, I want to keep the peace. You're like, hey, no, stop, right? That's not okay. That's not okay with me. Well, dude, it's not a big deal. No, it's not okay with me, right? It's putting that boundary out there, being willing for people to not be okay with it and being fine, right? It's like the king in his castle, right? Well, you know, also your castle is your vehicle. It's you. You It starts with that. And your boundaries are the wall, right? So you got to learn that. And part of it is trial and error. So going back to how do I get out of my beta bitch habits, or even maybe you're suffering from depression because, it's becoming wintertime. It's becoming like colder. I suffer from seasonal depression. I've had depression since I was a little kid, but within the last few years, I've actually used it as an empowerment, and that's why I want to start talking more about it. Even if you suffer from depression, maybe it's just a small bout. Every once in a while, we get small bouts. Maybe we get a breakup or some harsh divorce or something like that. And so, yeah, you're feeling depressed. Well, the one thing I would say to focus on in that is tap into your anger. All right, tap into your anger or your dark side. And I know this might scare some people, and some people are like, dude, what are you suggesting these guys to do? Are you crazy? But really, even if you take a look at the scale which Dr. Hawkins made, who kind of mapped out the bridge between science and spirituality, he actually made a scale of our emotions. And all of our emotions vibrate at a certain level. So the lower the emotion, like self-pity or depression, sadness, that's really your energy, even in your body, you can feel it the next time you're depressed, it's closing in on yourself, right? When you're depressed, you kind of feel like the weight of the world is on you. Even that's where you get the beta body language, right? Where you're leaned over, right? And like all of us guys teach that are in a dating coaching, we teach you to open up your body language. Why? Because that opens up your energy. So usually when you're in a depressed state, you want to gravitate, the energy naturally gravitates towards things that are going to keep you in that state. Not to get you out of it, to keep you in it, right? So it's like, I want to watch TV. I want to watch junk TV. I want to eat Domino's pizza, right? Because that's going to keep you in your state. And none of those things are bad within themselves, but be aware what's pimping you. Are you controlling that behavior and helping it to add to the fun and add to your goals? Or is that behavior pimping you and keeping you in your old self, right? Because it's always the battle between the old self and the new self that's coming through, right? And so you have to figure that out. And part of that's like why meditation is. Meditation allows you to take a step back and be like, okay, dude, I'm doing these behaviors. Why am I doing this? Is this keeping me where I'm at because maybe I'm scared of the success I'm about to receive? Or am I leaning to my edge? It doesn't feel good, but I know there's a payoff later on, maybe in 6 months even, where I'm gonna be more attractive as a man. I'm gonna be in better shape as a man. I'm gonna be better with my money and finances so I can do better, cooler experiences with my friends, right? So that's the type of level of thinking we wanna get you on. So back to that illustration of like the depressive energy, to get yourself out of that energy, you're gonna have to do stuff you don't wanna do, right? It's not gonna be fun. It's gonna feel like pain or death because it's kind of like death to that energy, right? So we get you doing things like stretching out, projecting your voice, getting attention, Part of that too, it's like even when we do like boot camps and shit, it's like getting that attention and being okay with it because your natural default state is, no, I just want to relax. I just kind of want to watch, I just want to watch and see how people do it, and then maybe I'll slowly blend into it. Or you can take control of your state. Hey, what's up? And you're pushing that out, right? You're pushing that depressed energy out, and you're turning it into fuel, okay? Fuel. So again, linking it back to the main theme of this video, how do I get out of my beta bitch habits, or how do I overcome depression? You have to turn that energy that's already there into fuel. So the way I do it, it kind of gets, and that's why I talk about tapping into your anger, getting mad. Why am I depressed right now? Is this helping me? No, dude, come on, step up, right? Because it's really easy to project our anger at people. That fucking asshole, what a bitch, she didn't like me. That's normally, that's our default. But if you can point it at yourself, and not point it at yourself to bring yourself down, that's not what I'm saying. I'm pointing at yourself to get angry because deep down you know you're better than this, right? When I look at someone, they're fucking up and I get mad, I'm like, I'm mad because you're better than this and I can see it in you and you're fucking it up. Why are you fucking it up, right? I use that same thing with myself, right? If you want to be a leader, if you want to be that conscious alpha, the head dude that women look to, you got to lead yourself first, right? You got to coach yourself. Dude, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of bed. Come on, man. I know it's comfortable. I know, but you got to roll yourself out, right? Come on, man. You don't want to eat that salad? Who the fuck cares? Get going, right? You get that anger, and then you start doing those things. That's the fire. That's the fuel to get you out of your beta bitch habits that you're stuck in, right? That fire, get that anger going, then you eat it, you're like, yeah, oh, this is good. And then you start developing pride. You actually get pride, and anger and pride, if you look on the scale, we'll have the scale up here for you. So it's just not me minding in the air. But so you have the low depressive energies. When you get to like anger, that's like mid-tier. It's not the best, but it's better than being down here with the energy levels. Because at least when you're in anger, I mean, anger is the release valve to get shit done. It's kind of a emotional release. So if you're in a state where you're like, this is not good for me, you can get angry and get out of that state. You don't want to stay there. It's not to stay in that state and be like, well, I'm angry, and start projecting on people or start hurting yourself in a way that's unhealthy. No, it's like fuel for a fire, right? Treat your anger like you would a fire. You have to focus that fire in the right direction, and if you do, it's fucking fuel to get you where you need to go. And then once you start going down that route of getting shit done, you're like, all right, I'm getting out of bed. All right, I'm reading the books. All right, I'm meditating. All right, I'm leaning to my edge and flirting with girls and making an ass out of myself so I can have my social skills be better for the next time. Now you don't have to be so hard on yourself. You're like, all right, and you get into the flow, right? It's almost like a boat taking off. You really have to pull the engine and get it going. Then once the boat's going, then you just coast and make sure that boat is going in the right direction. And then every so often, maybe you have to pivot and course correct, but you make sure, and then you check in. You're like, am I on point? Am I going toward my purpose? Am I accomplishing my goals? Am I working on the things that are going to help me level up my game? Am I building the lifestyle that I want? Am I like writing it down in a journal and figuring that out? If the answer is yes, good. Then everything's good. You can relax, have fun, maybe even have a piece of Domino's pizza, let loose a little bit, as long as you're maintaining that goal, that mission to the top, to let go of the old self, the old beta bitch habits, and start growing in the new alpha habits. So, I hope that helps. This is Ricky Royal, signing out. Peace, my friend.